How's it going? Scaredy Cat Vasquez back at it with another video for y'all, and I'm here for all your Halloween craves. I know everyone's like really worried about like what if we don't get our Halloween or haunt season this year, but hey, let's not think about that. Let's not get all negative, and you know, let's just really be optimistic and positive about everything like that. And you know what? Let's look back on the good old days. That's right. This video we're going to be looking back into seeing who had the best opening ceremonies of 2019. The opening ceremony is a pretty important part because for those people who go to the events way before it even starts, they're seeing all the normal crowd leaving while all of us weirdos go up in there, and they look at us and judge us, and then we just laugh because we're gonna have so much more fun than they are. You know what I mean? And then we get to see some theatrical event take place. It always ends in some borderline wall of death metal concert type of feel, but it's not violent at all. It's scary, don't get me wrong. I've been freaked out before at an opening ceremony. It's pretty scary, but it was never violent. So without further ado, let's go take a look, and the first one on our list is going to be good old Not Scary Farm. See, I missed out on this one. I didn't get a chance to go to the opening ceremony for 2019. I went 2018, which is really exciting. It's really fun.
Be forewarned. These streets ain't what they used to be. They used to be teeming with laughter and life. But now, only darkness peeks from behind these closed curtains. Things ain't been the same since she came to town. Look at what's become of me. We're all changing, becoming. It has already begun. Turn back while you still can.
She came and took the children. Then she worked her wicked sorcery on all of us. We are all paying the price for what they did to her. There's no going back. We can only become more and more hideous. I can smell my own flesh. I can taste the red crimson that flows. We are all doomed. You'll all be next.
As the sun slowly sinks and the dark clouds roll in, I can see myself less and less. We are all inhuman now, rotting and decaying. The only thing we crave is death and chaos. She did this to us, all of us, and she's only just begun. I've already killed tonight, and I'm not done yet. Each moon brings fresh tortures, and the metamorphosis is growing. We need fresh meat, fresh meat!
Each of you will bear witness to the evil within yourselves. Sarah Marshall has only just started her malicious magic. Each one of you will fall victim and become like us. It's too late to turn back. She knows you're here. She knows what scares you, and she delights in giving you what you deserve. She comes now. She's here. The monsters are emerging to do her bidding.
Order! I will have order. The writ was signed and the noose was secure. Sarah Marshall has been hung and her body has been displayed for all to see. Frontier
I always think about back in those days, it's like, yo, they just used to watch people get hanged.
This town anymore. It's time to put the darkness behind us once more and embrace the light. Yeah. It is time to embrace the light.
Infidels! They thought they could contain my wicked ways! Fools! All will pay! Male decir du calico, transmundo creatura, nocte regier tigomnia, pais, anima las papitas! To all who enter this cursed place, the fire, evil, is already within you. I'm only allowing it to escape.
Oh man, there's a whole like mob of them. Oh, you see in the front row, Ghost Town Bride. Oh, you see kind of like in the front. Ooh. She legendary. She legendary. I follow her on Instagram. I don't think she follows back. I hope she does. How you doing? Oh hey, it's the guy from Horror Buzz. That's the guy from Barry Under Your Bed. Oh my god. A good amount of these people are all there's Waldo. A good amount of these people are all heading to Infected, because that's like the one thing that they tell you to do all the times is go straight to Infected if you want to experience it, you know, without being in line for like 4 hours. But yeah, that one was really good. Of course, the one thing I like about it is that there's already a backstory to it. It's not like it's an inside joke type of story. It's, you know, even if they explain to you at a different time, you'll still kind of get the concept of it. So that's one thing I like about it. It's very old school, and it's very, like, you know, kind of just sticking to the roots of, you know, when they first brought in the Wicked Witch. So the next one is going to be by one of my favorite channels I follow. You should go definitely follow them too. It's Parks and Cons. That's all they film. Parks and Cons. Simple as that. That's awesome. So this is going to be the opening ceremony to Dark Harbor at the Queen Mary of 2019. Let's take a look at this one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There we go. The captain speaking now. Ooh.
this is your captain speaking. Welcome to the 10th anniversary of Dark Harbor!
Right, celebrated the big 1-0.
Yes, what a lively crowd you are. Opening night, you all get to see Dark Harbor for the first time. The first people through the gates. Are you excited? I'm excited. 10 years. Let me put that in perspective. 10 years is about how long you spend in traffic looking for parking for Dark Harbor.
That is some truth right there. Thank God for those shuttle buses.
Started. Here's another perspective. The iPhone 4 was released in 2010. Look how far we've come. You've all got such better cameras now to take such terrible photos every year. Here's a pro tip. If you're standing in fog, don't use a flash or you'll get a very nice photo of fog. You're welcome. So who has been to Dark Harbor before? Who has never been to Dark Harbor before? I like those odds. Who's been here all 10 years? You look like you've been here all 10 years. I can see it. Well, before we begin, I always like to get to know my crowd. I do this every night. Makes my job a lot easier. So, who is here as part of a group of 2 or more? Yell out as loud as you can. Who is here as part of a couple? Yell out as loud as you can. This was your date night? All right. Who is here by themselves? That's sad. Oh.
I feel like this guy's like,
All right.
like he got like some influence from like Don Rickles and stuff like that.
No.
Like, you know, he's just doing some really good crowd work right there. You know,
That's fine.
he's not being mean,
Well,
but he's
in
being
every
funny with
group,
it. You know,
there's
that's
always
awesome.
a scared one. So right now, I want you to point to the weakest link in your group. You're actually cowering in fear. No one had to point. I could just look at you. Strangely, you're standing at the very front. Excellent. I can't tell from here, but I hope you're wearing the brown pants. Because it's all about to happen. Well, for those of you that have been here before, I can tell you all of your favorite characters are back. Myself, Scary Mary, Graceful Gale, Iron Master, Voodoo Priestess, the Chef Boyardee's Nuts, as I like to call him.
The
Actually, this year
homie
I think I'm going to call
Tim
him
and Rick.
Lunch Lady Doris. I think that's it, right? I'm not forgetting anyone. Who? The what now? I feel like I should know the answer to this.
He always starts without me. I think he just does it as a tease. But can I ask you a question? It's good to see me, isn't it? Yeah. I know, it's really like a religious experience. Welcome to our altar. Welcome to our little church of sin. Who's ready to be naughty tonight with us?
With all the amount of drinks they sell at Dark Harbor, a lot of naughtiness going on.
Out if you act up, so behave yourselves. We are so thrilled to have you. The captain announced it is our fabulous 10th year. Captain, how is it that with each passing season, we just get sexier and sexier? Isn't that amazing? We are truly #blessed. And that's something I learned from all the influencers, which is a new term I've learned. It's very exciting. So thank you to all of you who influence. I don't know what it is you're influencing, but thank you for doing what you do. Yes. Well, we are here. We are queer. We are ready to party with you. Please come and join me at every bar that we have. I think there's 13,000 of them this year. Tip your bartenders. Join me in the ball pit if you want to have a little tussle. It'll be a night to remember, I promise you. I must go and put on a little foundation powder. I'm feeling quite sweaty. And we're going to be taking a lot of photos. I don't want to shine. I know what I'm doing. So come find me. Have a fabulous time. Thank you for being here. Mwah!
Ladies and gentlemen, the ringmaster! If I could get my leg that high, I'd never leave the house. So, there you go. Little too much information already. So many new things at Dark Harbor. We have a new maze this year called Rogue. It's the story of how I died. Finally, you will see the younger version of me. I wanted Zac Efron, but apparently Dark Harbor has a Danny DeVito budget. So there you go. Well, it's come to that time of night. I think I've held you out here long enough. So I have a very important question to ask you. I want you to answer honestly. Do you want to come in? It's opening night. You can do better than that. Do you want to come in? That was so much better. Let's see how good that was. Monsters, do you want them to come in?
Ooh. That was my first time seeing that show. I freaked out. I didn't know there was anyone behind that wall.
Oh, snap. How you doing, brown pants? Ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard what's waiting for you on the other side of the gate. Hundreds of monsters, 6 mazes, one of them brand new, 3 of them on board the ship, 13 bars, many of them are secret, you have to find them. We have sliders, we have aerialists, we have a fire show, contortionists. It's all waiting for you, so I'm gonna ask you one more time, and this time, say it like you mean it. Do you want to come in? Then under captain's orders, open the gates!
One thing I like about Dark Harbor, it's so dancey. I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes when I'm there, if I had a drink or two, I get a little happy feet, you know what I mean? Get a little into it. So that one was really cool. Again, what I like about Dark Harbor is that they're a little dancey to it, all that crazy dubstep going on, that like really creepy sounding dubstep. And, you know, the captain is really funny. Again, he reminds me of like a little bit like Don Rickles, you know, likes to play along with the crowd, but he's not as mean as Don, you know what I mean? Don Rickles was pretty mean. And so he's friendly with them, he's letting y'all, like, he's kind of like loosening you up, getting you ready, having you laugh a little bit, kind of letting you know too what you're about to get into. And of course, they got to give a shout out to how many bars they have. There's seriously a lot of bars at Dark Harbor. Like, honestly, I think it should just be called Bar Harbor, and I'd still go. I feel like there is a lot more land that they could play around with to add even like smaller mazes, you know, like a little 1 to 2 minute mazes, just something, you know, like really take advantage of every single square foot that you have, you know, because it's a big area. There's a lot of good things there. One thing too that the captain did not mention, they have a lot of good food selections. I'm telling you, the pizza there was this one pizza place, can't remember the name, it was so good. They have the roasted chili peppers that are in that giant wheel thing, you know, with the fire and the metal wheel thing. That place is so good. So the next one we're going to be doing right now is going to be Halloween Horror Nights. I have never experienced an opening night ceremony. I remember we went on opening night, like the very first night it was there, but we got there like a few minutes late, like the show just ended. And, you know, we were already walking through, and it was still pretty fun. It was a really cool experience. You know, I want to go back to Universal so bad for both Universal and Horror Nights, just to see what they're going to be doing this year, because last year there was just so much going on. I really regret not going. I love their little like sets that they have right there. It looks like movie sets, but also like photo opportunities, you know what I mean? There's a lot of good photo opportunities there, especially if you want to like take a lot of pictures just to remember it, you know. That's what I like doing. Ooh, what's that thing that's like on the stilts? Oh man. You know, it's the one thing I noticed, this ambiance music that you're hearing and everything like that. It's like, it reminds me of every like headlining band that before they go up, they always play something like this before they like drop the curtain and the first chord start playing of like whatever song of their new album that came out. Oh, he running on those things, damn. Anyone who knows how to run on stilts, comment down here. How hard is it? That looks hard, man. That's scary. Oh, just a whole bunch of people with chainsaws. Oh, man. Lowe's was happy to sell them those, man. That's a lot of chainsaws. Dude, what? So that's the kind of like that wall of death at the metal concert thing that I was telling you about. The monsters aren't like really trying to bump into you. You're not trying to bump into the monsters. It just kind of looks that way. They're just trying to get close to you to scare you. And of course, some people want to get close to them, trying to get like a quick little picture of them or the video, as you saw what the guy was doing. It's pretty creepy. All the actors are pretty trained, and they know how to like really get through a crowd without causing any harm to themselves or to the guest. So, you know, if you're watching this and you haven't gone to a haunt before, too, and you're kind of second guessing it now, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine, you know? And if you don't want to be in the front row, you can always just kick it in the back and just kind of go along with the other crowds and, you know, kind of stay on the sides, too. Staying on the sides is pretty helpful, so that way maybe it's like, all right, people in front are walking a little slow, you know, boom, just cut through the side, get right through them, you know what I mean? It's like going in that extra lane on the freeway, you know? So the next one we're going to do is some place I've never been to before. I want to go just for their Halloween event because I would never go on any of their roller coasters, and that is going to be Six Flags Fright Fest. I hear a lot of kids. Oh my god. They sound like really young. I can't imagine going to this thing as a young kid. I was like, y'all call me scaredy cat now, and I was worse as a kid. I wouldn't even go on Splash Mountain, how scared I was of that ride. I like what they're doing right here. It's kind of separating the different, I'm assuming different scare zones they have with different themes, different types of monsters you would see. You know, kind of give you a preview of all what's to come behind this gate. So that's pretty cool right there. Again, something I really look forward to going to. It's going to be a bit of a drive from where I live, but I know it's going to be worth it though. I've seen walkthroughs of their mazes and they're really fantastic. So that's gonna be the end of the video, you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching this with me, and like, you know, hopefully you guys are interacting as well in the comment section. You know, let us know, who did you feel had the best opening ceremony of 2019? To me personally, I gotta go with Knott's Scary Farm. I am a sucker for Knott's Scary Farm. I'm a ride or die with Knott's. I'm telling you, I love Scary Farm so much. Dark Harbor is awesome too because it's like right in my backyard. The Queen Mary's always been right there. I'm kind of borderline because I've lived close to both Knott's and Dark Harbor, so it's like I'm stuck in the middle, but I always gotta go with Knott's just because of the first maze, and we always remember our first. So, but don't get me wrong, all of them do have their own unique qualities to them. They all have so many different things that make them different in the best way possible. Like, the thing I like about Knott's Scary Farm is that it's a story. It's a story that you look forward to reading the next chapter every single year you go. So, and the story has so many twists and turns and shocks and everything like that. So that is my reason why I like that. I love Knott's so much. With Dark Harbor, it's creepy, but it's a party. It's family friendly with some adult humor as well too. Nothing too much, but just like a little adult humor, you know, something that even the kids could laugh at, and the parents would be like, "It's all right, Timmy. It's all right." So that's one of the reasons why I like it. And then of course with Universal Studios, you're walking into the movies, man. You're going right into the movies. You're leaving your reality and going into the movie world. You are walking on set. You are now in like Frankenstein's laboratory. You are now like in The Walking Dead. You are now on the set of Stranger Things, and you are reliving those episodes, those scenes, everything that you loved about those movies. You are now able to relive it, and it's a good thing, you know. So that's what makes it unique too. So the opening ceremony is kind of like that crossing over from one side to the next. Leave your answers down on the bottom. Who you thought had the best opening ceremony and why? If you're new to all this haunt stuff, you've never been to any of these parks, which one seemed more appealing to you? Which one would you more rather want to go to now? What's the first one on your list? Because I recommend going to all of them, but what would be the first one you'd want to go to? If you like this video, please like it, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that notification bell. Let me know too, because this is how I know to make more videos like this. Are you digging this style? Are you digging it, suckers? But anyways, before I go, I just want to make a shout out real quick. We got Monsters Under Your Bed clothing company making their own personal masks. The masks are important because we need to cover up. We need to cover up, and we need to stay safe and clean and healthy. And wearing a mask is one good way of doing that. She's making them. She's making them by hand. She's making them with a lot of spooky designs. Go to her Instagram page. Follow her if you haven't followed her already. Let her know who sent you. And then place your order, because these things, she's selling a lot of them. She's working hard. She's doing a good deed. You know, we should just go show some love to her for doing that. I miss you guys terribly, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.